review! I haven't bought any Transformers in quite a while now, and I was sat thinking, what can I review? What can I review? And it was only the other night that I was talking to God Pikachu on Skype or Facebook. One of the two. He was saying that he didn't really like Star Wars, and I said I bloody love Star Wars. Not as much as Transformers, but I do love Star Wars. I just thought that I got the Millennium Falcon. I've done a little bit of Millennium Falcon goodness, and it didn't really get any hits, which I was very disappointed about. So I love Star Trek, and I love Star Wars, and I love Transformers, and the only thing that I've not really touched on is my X-Wing fighter. Now it's not the original 70s Kenner toy. It's an 80s re-release with the battle damage and stuff like that. It does have sounds, it's got a light built into the targeting computer, but what's rather odd with my one is that it's got a short circuit in it somewhere, and it's got a mind of its own, and when it's 3 o'clock in the morning and Obi-Wan the whole cockpit lights up and it says, "Luke, the Force will be with you always," and then does a little bit of music afterwards. It's a bit spooky. So I took the batteries out, and I've never put batteries back in because the sounds aren't very good anyway. So I'm not really missing out on anything. But let's have a little tour of the X-Wing. Now, firstly, I'll tell you what. Let's do a size factor because it's a big mother hubbard. Hang on. Stay there. Honest. Right, so just as a size comparison, Bumblebee, that's Bumblebee in the background, so you can see how big this bad boy is. So if I pick it up, so I'm going to sit down. I'm going to sit down. Battle damage on the front. All the markings up the side. Half the stickers were on and half you had to put on. I think I bought this from a collectible models shop where they did like old 70s model kits and stuff like that. These bend really easy, but I don't want to bend them back because I don't want them to snap, and I've had this thing forever. I mean a long time. And then if you lift the canopy open, somehow, you've got Luke Skywalker. Hello, Luke Skywalker. And how do you do it? So if you turn R2's head, Luke can see where he's going. You've got R2 on the back. Now R2, if you press the button, has got a noise, and underneath, the target, when you activate the sounds and stuff like that, so that's it, look, you've got switches on the backlit. Targeting computer goes in and out, and if you do that one, R2 and Luke move their heads, which by modern standards isn't that brilliant, but in this time I guess it was quite good. So close the cockpit and turn it up like that, and on the bottom your landing gear goes in and out like that. Again, look at the detail and all the scarring on the bottom from where it's been kick the holy shit out of and stuff like that. And let's do the size comparison again. There's Bumblebot. So if Bumblebot's there, you do that, and that's just the body, and then this goes up and 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 up to there. That's how big a toy should be. And you've got a trigger on the bottom there. So when you pull the trigger, it makes gun noises again. And that's pretty much about it. But obviously, what would an X-Wing be without? Skids up. Probably going to need to put this down for a second. Move that about. And look through the viewfinder to make sure it's covered. So on the back here, you've got that. See again, look, detail. It's all shaded. None of it's the same colour. It's really, really just fucking great. And again, on the edges of around the engines, look, it's all dusted and weathered. So when you consider when this was built, I mean, it's pretty cool. And then you take that switch, push that down onto one side, And you're in attack mode. Attack mode, advice standing by. So, yeah, I'm going to start doing, so I've got 2 weeks off, so I'm going to start doing some toy reviews. But to get back in the swing of things, I thought I'd do this. I love it. I mean, I absolutely love it. This is probably dearer to me than my Manelian Falcon. The Falcon's pretty good, but it's just too big to play with. It's just massive. So, I mean, if we close in, see what the light's like, but if you get right in there, look at all the detailing on the engine ports. Pretty mad. And the R2 on the toplet. I mean, that's as good paint-wise as if you just bought the R2 figure on its own. What's his face like? Let's have a look at his face. There we go. See? All pretty good. Hello, Luke. Focus, you fuck. This is just a glorious piece of loveliness. And on behalf of me, that's my first toy review in ages. I'm not vlogging this week. I might do a little bit of vlogging, but I'm mainly doing toy reviews. I'm also going to get drunk at some point, and I will get bastard drunk and do some stuff on camera.